tell Raza, you guys had just killed... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I messed up on the XP. I accidentally gave all of you 300 when I should have divided it. It doesn't matter, I'll just keep it like that. It's just a random thing I realized I had stupidly done.
But next time you can divide it.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, you also had your big old bugbear with you. Because I really need to find a way to... I need to find a way to nerf you.
Oh. Aw, don't be mean.
So, the bugbear screamed out, it's time to help some... Like, I'm gonna go help them. Ran down the hallway. Activated the trap that you were told about. Walked back out with a rusty axe blade stuck in him. Pulled it out, and then decided to walk with you guys. Oh yeah, Tash.
Yeah.
You... Actually, I already told you that in that whole paragraph. Yeah, you heard loud sounds, ow, and then something running back down the hallway. So, you guys are just standing at the open mouth of the hallway with your big bugbear friend. What do?
Will that trap go off again if we go through there? Or did he just deactivate it entirely?
I would think...
Are you asking me or the bugbear?
That was in character.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear.
Just looking... Is that going to hurt us again, if we go through?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's be careful then.
Give him a couple light pats on the shoulder. I'm so sorry.
You're currently Florissa, right? So you're the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pat, like, at his hand, because you cannot reach his shoulder.
Okay.
You just sort of, like, you reach where you're gonna, and he sort of, like, bends down a bit, and even then it's, like, his elbow.
Well, we should probably continue. We are not going to get an element of surprise at this point, I do not think.
Well, no, I think that's long past. Well, I guess. And Lorik stepped forward to sort of lead the way down the hall because he is less squishy.
All right. This corner of the hallway is about 10 feet before it then takes a left. It is very dark.
Okay.
You just keep moving down the hallway?
Just carefully keep moving down the hallway, trying to keep my eyes out for anything, because it does have dark vision.
Yeah. Florissa might, like, hold on. Pull on Ulrich's, like, arm or something like that. Squinting.
Alright, yeah, so you guys get to the corner of the hallway. And it's about... The left turn then is about 15 more feet of hallway. And you can definitely hear the chattering of something. Two different languages are being spoken.
Oh, there's more. There's someone here.
You should look over the bugbear. Are those the leaders?
That would be the bigger goblin and the tiny things.
Ah, okay. Oh.
Where the people who are being held are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I guess we're better be ready for another fight.
Right. Just hold on to her little ukulele. That looks like an actual lute with her size.
So yeah, you guys have no chance of stealth. You're just gonna have to run in.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, we knew it.
All right.
We made lots of noise, so.
All right. I've moved you to the second map. Spectre, do you see the map?
It's not loaded yet. I will tell you in a second, as soon as it loads.
Are we coming in from... Oh, yeah, down there. Okay.
South, yeah, it looked like.
Wait, Vaughn is not there. Hold on, let me
No,
look.
no.
Oh yeah, and the bugbear.
And the bugbear.
I'm trying to remember, did I inspire you last time? I'm trying to remember how many bardic inspirations I have right now.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
You all
see
had-
anything.
Oh god damn it! You all did have guidance.
Yes, guidance was up. Is it
Or blessed,
probably
right?
still up because we didn't? No, yeah, bless.
Oh,
Not
bless. All right.
guidance, bless. Oh, wrong thing. Wait. Okay, why? Oh, because I'm blessed.
I'm looking for the angelic wings and halo that we had to signify bless.
That's... Yeah, that's under
there.
Yep.
Let me grab.
You know, let's make that work.
I'm looking at how to fix the thing going on with Spectre right now using Google.
Cool. Yeah, bless should still be up for. It's only a minute, but we only had a couple rounds of combat, so it should still be up for a little bit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check the duration of it. It should, well, unless I lose concentration, then it would go down. But yay, for Constitution. Makes concentration a little easier.
So D&D Beyond is a great tool for all of your needs for organization.
Hey Spectre, I forgot what it's called. Browser are you using?
Explore.
It says
Oh.
It works better with either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox.
Alright, let me try doing it through that now.
Yeah, I know, like IE from back when I did web dev, IE requires all sorts of wonky code to make things work in IE. It's really, it was always a huge pain in the butt.
Explorer?
Apparently so.
No, I just reset my computer, so that was what was on there, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
My web dev breaks.
Yeah, I haven't done web dev in a long time, but I remember Explorer being a huge pain in the butt when I did.
Oh my fucking god.
I remember like, okay, this works on every browser except IE. Now I have to find the stupid code to make it work in IE too.
Yeah.
My brother either uses IE or Firefox because he does not trust Chrome.
Let me tell you something. I just did this all on my phone. Screw that. I can see everything now.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. The important part is he can see it.
Yes.
No.
I gotta kind of fix it so I can see everything, but yeah. There we go. Now I see some goblins and things.
Yes. Finally. Okay, great. Oh yeah, thing you might need to know. I really need to make maps better, so none of these are actually to scale. So this room is probably like 150 feet. It's more like 20. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically you can make it all the way across the room in one turn if you want to.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
going to take a bit of imagination when you move your character.
All right.
Imagination.
Good thing this is D&D.
Exactly.
Alright, let me pop open the... yep, there we go. Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Click on my token.
I'm trying to. I pulled it up on my phone, but now I can't click on anything.
Yeah, it may be that it's not really designed for...
Oh, it's not. But I was like, my internet's slow, so if I try to download Chrome,
Mm.
but my phone...
I can roll your initiative.
Okay, that's cool.
Alright. And now let me roll initiative for all the other things.
Super believe in you, Bugbear Buddy.
Well, we're all gonna get hit before we can do anything.
Everything's fine.
Oh boy.
A lot of things, and most of them are faster than us.
Fuck.
And let me get also the two next to you guys. Everything's fine unless, in my attempt to make this more challenging, I have just made it too challenging. Oh, look at that. One of them got a 22.
Yes. That's one of them dead.
This is gonna be fun.
It was nice knowing you.
I have to move so many things. This was such a bad idea.
You have only yourself to blame.
Everything should be in place now. All right. So, as you all walk into the hallway, you come across a large room. I don't know measurements. I was about to say some, but I don't know. And in it, you see that you're. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to roll the bugbears stuff.
Yes, we do have we do have our bugbear friend.
Yes, you do.
And by friend we mean charmed bugbear.
Oh, he rolled no better than all of you.
Of course.
Well.
Now I'm actually even I'm thinking maybe I overdid this. Everything's fine though. This won't end up bad whatsoever. So,
Sorry, man. You're gonna. Your character's gonna die in a cell.
as you all walk into the, as you all walk, I'm not okay. I'm not that cruel. As you all walk in, you see that you are flanked to your left by a goblin, and to your right by a kobold. In front of you to the right, there are 3 kobolds with one with 2 flanking behind the one. The one seems to be far more muscled than the other, with a spear that is made entirely out of iron, and a shield that looks rockish. It looks like he somehow carved rock and made a shield out of it, yet he hefts it with no trouble. On the left, there are 3 tiny green goblins flanking behind a tall, bright orange hobgoblin. In the back of the room, there is a giant statue of a paladin with a big-ass axe. To the left of the statue, a cage with a very muscly, barbarian-looking fella who is also...
Can I describe myself a little bit? Or
yes, that's a good idea. Do that.
So I am very muscly, but I look human. My face has kind of angles to it. Like they're very, I don't want to say pointy, but more elven-like. But I'm like my ears aren't pointed, so that kind of if you seen elves before, that might throw you off. Like, why does he have these angular features, but he's not an elf? But that's like all you get from me, like as far as my description.
All right. In the cage with him is a young girl, and then in the cage to the right, there appears to be a giant, tall dragonborn, which is very strange, as all of you know, as dragonborn are not well liked by the High Lord Krok, and many are killed on sight. Also in that cage, there is a woman in leather armor with braided hair, and what appears to be a half-orc knocked on the ground. that is the room you see before you. And as you walk in, as you charge in, the hobgoblin and the bigger kobold turn and look and start barking orders. All right, yeah. Now I get to move people. So this little guy, he got to move forward like that. This guy. Yep, it was such a great idea to make all these characters. He runs forward. This guy also. Okay, I'm not even gonna I'm gonna stop saying this guy runs forward because I think you get the gist at this point.
Everybody runs forward.
Yeah.
They all charge forward. All right.
This is only like a 20-foot space, right? You said.
It's somewhere about that. I don't know. I really need to be better at this whole making rooms thing. Alright, it's Telraz's turn. Telraz will just like step out here and I'll fire Eldritch Blast at this one. If I can fight. There it is. That hits. And he fires this blast of energy that just as that whatchamacallit finally, like, as it turns and sees that, just gets hit right in the chest. It is now Tosh, it is your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Well, okay. There's not really much I can do since I'm locked in the cage.
You have the key that Alki gave you.
Oh, I have the. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. There is anything paying attention to me at all, or they're more focused on the group?
They are more focused on the random group that just charged in.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and unlock this cage and then slowly open the door.
All right. That's easy. You take the rusted iron key. You put your arm through one of the bars, and you just. And...
Okay. Does that draw any of their attentions or no?
Nope. They're all charging towards the group that just ran in.
I'm gonna go towards my stuff, but I don't think I can move my character. With the setup I have right at the moment.
Yeah,
I have Chrome downloading on my computer, but it's gonna take like 7 more minutes. So
all right, I'll just move you like right here, and
okay.
Yeah, you just basically you pick up everything you had, all your weapons. It was basically just like in a pile somewhere. You just, as you rush out, you pick up all that stuff. Most importantly, your axe or whatever your main weapon is.
Yeah, I have 2 hand axes. So, do I have enough movement to get to the guy? I don't know if I can click on him. No, I can't. The one closest to me.
Maybe. Let me just do something for a sec. There we go. Save those. There we go. You know what? Just so you can actually get in combat this turn, I will say, yeah, that was within your range. So you can run up right there, and you can smack him with one of your hand axes. Or do you smack him with both your hand axes? Are you dual wielding hand axes?
Dual wielding, yeah. So yeah, I would try and swing at him.
All right. I kind of forget how dual wielding works.
Unless
So
you have
if you-
feat or like a fighting style that lets you add stuff to it, it's mostly just like you can use, as long as it's light, you can use an offhand weapon as a bonus action but you don't add your strength or dex modifier to the damage.
Yeah, it's a straight
Right.
roll.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, do you take both swings?
Yeah, I take both swings.
right.
Now, what do I do to input that on the thing? Just
I'll do it
okay.
up until you get like Chrome working.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes out. So
Yeah, it's the thing on your character sheet that makes it easier to just one click.
All right. You hit with the first one. As you
oh,
run
and
forward.
before I do the second attack, can I bonus action rage?
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
No, but then you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't get the bonus.
The bonus,
attack then.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you run forward. You have both your hand axes. As you run forward, you just smack the goblin in the back, cutting across its back, and it goes, "Argh!" and it turns around looking at you, and that's when you just sort of like lower your head and just go, and you turn and you go into your rage.
Yeah.
All right, that's that. Next in the turn order is Florissa.
Okay, so it's just really hard to actually see the things on this map, but I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, the colors make it a little rough.
Yeah. So if all of these things are running directly at us, Larissa is going to hold her action when a large group kind of gathers more together to cast Fairy Fire on them.
All right.
And then I don't know if I can move on a held action, which would mostly be trying to keep behind Ulrich.
All right,
Just
then.
like there.
All right, yeah, so that's all you do, and it is now this little goblin's turn. He turns and is going to rush up to the bugbear, and he is going to make an attack. He rolled a natural 1. So basically, what happens is he takes like this random big stick, and he like runs forward. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. And he swings wide, missing the actual bugbear, because the bugbear just sort of like steps backwards, and it ends up hitting the wall, and somehow the branch bounces back and hits it in the shoulder, dealing like a point of damage. So that's that guy. Now it's this little kobold. He's going to run forward and he'll go for Telraza. He swings with this little rock dagger, misses. Telraza just pushes his arm out of the way. Now the big kobold is going to, after witnessing more or less two little grunts just fail miserably, he just goes, and he starts marching forward, and he'll get about there. And it's now the bugbear's turn. He is going to turn on the tiny, tiny little goblin that just attacked at him. And he hits. He turns on him, and in the singular motion, takes his giant morning star and just... And he does 12 points of damage. Basically, you see the goblin... Hold on. There we go. You see this tiny little goblin just like hit itself in the arm with its own stick and go, "Rah!" And then look up as the morning star is going straight down towards it, and she goes, "Rah!" And the goblin just gets caved into the ground.
Oh, you're amazing, Bug Buddy!
Thank you. All right, it is now Ulrich's turn.
Okay. So, glancing at Clarissa, who appears to just like move behind him, and he assumes is trying to get cover that way.
Even though I guess they're not too far apart in height.
He doesn't go running in to the fray, but instead is going to cast Toll the Dead on the goblin our new friend is fighting. So
Alrighty.
So DC 13 Wisdom save.
Alright, let me just pull up that sheet. And wisdom.
Nope. Well, that doesn't work.
Yeah, basically, he just sort of like, you guys don't hear this, but this goblin just hears like a ding, and it just sort of like looks up in confusion, like, huh?
Prize done.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's okay, Oliver.
Right,
I can get it next time.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't. The only thing I have that's really a bonus action is healing. So.
Alrighty. This little goblin will just run forward. This little kobold, sorry, this goblin will turn around to face you, Tash.
Okay.
And he takes like this driftwood club and swings, and you just sort of like, in your rage, you just sort of like bat his arm out of the way, and he just like, this goblin is going to march forward about there. The hobgoblin, who is, by the way, he is in actual like armor, and he has an actual like legit sword at his side as he's just charging for you. There we go. He gets to about there. This little kobold's just gonna run there. This goblin is going to run forward as well. Okay, yeah, and Telraza, after like just pushing the kobold's arm out of the way, is going to...
Oh, I think that would be close enough for Fairy Fire on...
Right, yeah, you were holding your turn, right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do they have to make a save, or does it just happen?
It's a dex save.
Alrighty.
Put it in the thing.
I like that little gif. All right, yeah.
Log Horizon.
It's very cute.
All right, so does that hit the two goblins and the hobgoblin?
It's a 20-foot cube, so I think...
So it depends on what your actual scale is.
20...
Yeah, it...
20... Yeah, it'd probably have to be... Yeah, it really would depend on your scale.
Yeah, it's those three, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let me roll dex saves for each.
Oh.
17, and 19.
Oh, that's my last spell slot. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so basically, like you cast a spell, and like the sort of translucent, colorful fire sort of forms around them, but they're just running, and so it just sort of like dissipates behind them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Alright, now it is Telraz's turn. Telraz is going to turn to the one to his side, and he is going to just, with his dagger, he's just going to stab forward. So 13. I think that hits, but let me check. Yes, it does. Alright, yeah. So basically, as that little kobold ran at him and stabbed with this like little like obsidian stone dagger, and just he just pushes its arm out of the way, pulls his own dagger from his hip and just stabs down into like sort of its clavicle / neck area, and it just goes as it is dead. All right, Tash, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Since I'm already raging, I'm going to take 2 swings at the goblin in front of me.
All right.
Just try to kill that.
Remind me, what does raging do? Does it double your damage?
No, it. Refrigerator. Rage.
Rage, advantage on strength checks and strength saves. When you do make a melee weapon attack, you gain a bonus to the damage roll, as shown in the rage damage column on the barbarian table, and then resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So you have a +2 to your rage damage.
Yeah, and I also have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh yeah, so basically you take half damage to everything.
Yeah.
And you get +2? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so your first attack misses.
Okay.
Your second... It's an 11 because it shouldn't, because it's technically without the +4.
No, that's just the damage, I think.
Oh, is it?
Aaron, do you know?
That
What?
it should be just the damage.
The plus the no adding of your strength bonus is just for the damage on your offhand, not for the hit.
Yes. Just for damage.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, you hit. So with your first strike, you sort of like, after hitting it in the back and then batting away its hand, you basically you take this big swing upward and it misses, and it goes, and like, because it dodges out of the way and goes ha ha, and then with your second hand axe, you go straight forward.
All right, awesome.
3 + 2, right?
Yes.
That's 5 points of damage. As it's sort of laughing, it sees that second hand axe coming, goes as you get it right in the chest and just pull out, and just it's still alive, but it's taking a beating.
All right. I'm gonna, I guess, circle it. I'm not gonna, for my movement, I'm not gonna move away from it, but I'm gonna like move away so like my back's closer to the group.
So you're just sort of gonna like circle around it like that.
1 second. Yes.
All right. All right. Yeah, I'll let that happen since you're just sort of pivoting. I won't have him take a attack of opportunity.
Because I don't want to move out of his range. I just want to pivot.
Yeah. I got you. All right, Clarissa, your turn.
Okay. Just kind of peeking out from behind Ulrich. She sees this like hobgoblin coming at them, and just kind of just points at it like, "Hey, you pox-ridden dung heap! I bet not even a starving vampire would go near you!" And saying it all in Sylvan. And vicious mockery.
All right.
Where's my vicious mockery?
Damn, they're rolling good on their saves.
They really are. Sigh. But
So
yeah.
Okay, so does he take the damage but not the disadvantage?
No, I'm pretty sure that just saves.
It's a cantrip.
Yep.
Ah.
But as a bonus action, she'll just kind of like, okay, and grab her ukulele and just like look up at Ulrich and try to inspire him. So it's like, if you're awesome and you know it, swing your axe. If you're awesome and you know it, swing your axe.
That is dope.
That is a song.
Go get him, Ulrich!
Thank you.
All right, yeah. Ulrich, you now have advantage. Or not advantage.
Inspiration.
Whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
it's
Inspiration.
a D6.
Yeah, say you're still D6 level.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a D6 to any attack or roller saving throw. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So as Florissa sort of like speaks out the words, it's like as she's pointing at the hobgoblin, the Sylvan sort of like echoes through the room, but then just doesn't, and it's like that look of like, oh, that didn't work, goes across Florissa's face before she then grabs the ukulele and sings that great song, and that's when the Sylvan sort of projects everywhere. And Ulrich, you just sort of hear it like sort of fill your head, and you're like, I am awesome, and I have an axe. Or a hammer.
Yeah, so technically I have a hammer.
Oh, sorry,
but
hammer.
that doesn't scan so well.
Hammers are
Doesn't scan as
axes
well.
in a way. Yeah.
I was confused by
Contact.
by the chokin.
Yeah, no, it's
You
because
basically like you look at your hammer and you're like, a hammer is a dull axe, and you're like, yeah.
Just that good.
All right, that thing is dead. That thing is also dead. Let me get them out of the turn door. Okay, this big one is just gonna still keep running forward. The bugbear is going to turn away from this guy, and he is just going to charge ahead to about right there, screaming, "I have no friends now!"
Okay.
You're my friend forever, Bug Buddy.
Can I get to this guy?
Yep.
Okay. So he's gonna head up there and in fact take a swing with his hammer. Where is Warhammer? And he has his shield out, so just one-handed. So that is a 24 to hit and 5 damage.
All right.
And then I assume that hits, so I don't actually need to use my inspiration.
It hit. Yep.
So 5 damage.
All right, yeah. So as you go charging sort of alongside the bugbear, as you're running, you put your hammer behind you and just swing up and catch the bigger kobold like right in the rib, and it goes, "La taco."
Don't speak that.
All right, yeah. So is that all?
Yep. Again, all he really has for bonus actions is healing. So.
All right. This kobold will now pop to your right, and he is going to take a nice little stabby. That misses.
Nope. That really misses.
Yeah. Basically, as you run forward, you hit the big kobold in the ribs, getting him, and then you see the other one going, and he sort of has like this little like it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a dagger made out of stone, and he just stabs forward. And with your shield, you just sort of like raise it above your head, and then just slam down, knocking his hand and the dagger to the ground. He goes, all right, Tash, the goblin you are fighting is going to turn and try to hit you,
All right.
and he misses.
Good saving throws, not so good attack rolls.
They're weirdly wise goblins, but they're like not that strong, you know. He just sort of like takes his club and just sort of like tries to swing at you, and you just knock it out of the air, and he's like, all right, this goblin is going to run forward, and he's going to fight the bugbear, and he will swing with his tiny little club. God damn. He actually hits the bugbear, but he doesn't like hit it hard enough, so he's basically just whacking it in the ankles with a tiny stick. He's like going, eh. All right, now the hobgoblin is going to go forward, and he is actually going to swing at the bugbear with his longsword. No, he's not. never mind, I was wrong. He is actually going to take his sword, and he's going to take it as he's running, and he's going to try to stab forward. The bugbear, though, just like sort of realizes the other little goblin is like hitting his foot, and just sort of like starts like moving, like, oh, stop that. And that's when the hobgoblin sort of like he moves out of the way, and he like sort of gets knocked off his balance as he goes straight past, and he's gonna stumble forward, and he stumbles right there, and he is going to be knocked prone.
Woo!
So I'll use that to signify that he has been knocked prone. And that's his turn. This kobold in the back will run forward. This goblin will run forward. We're about there. And now it's Telraz's turn. Telraza will... Let me just look at his spells. Feel like I should probably, use some of these.
Probably.
I mean, the warlocks do a lot of eldritch blasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And okay, so he has 2 spell slots that we can use. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me just look how this actually works. Alright, yeah, this seems good.
Ooh, okay.
And it was.
Woo!
Alright, yeah, so Telraza sort of like pulls out this little like charm of like raven feathers, and like just sort of speaks a command word, and you see in his other hand this sort of like blue light is emanating from it and seeping out of his fingers as like crackling energy also spills out of it, and and he shoots it towards the orange hobgoblin, and he deals 11 points of damage.
Nice.
The sort of crackling bolt of energy just hits the hobgoblin, who's actually on the ground, which, because he's prone, I believe that means that attack is technically an instant crit.
No, it has advantage.
Okay. Well, he already hit. So either way, yeah, okay, never mind. Thought that motherfucker was dead for a second. I was like, this is not how I wanted him to go. But yeah, so he sort of shoots out this bright blue bolt of energy that just hits the hobgoblin as he's like getting up off the ground, knocking him back on the ground, and it's just like sort of like seeped into his chest, and there's sort of this blue line connect like from Telraza's hand to the kobold, not the kobold, the hobgoblin, and the hobgoblin screams out in pain. Yeah, so Tash, now it's your turn.
So action, I'm gonna swing into this guy again.
All right.
I think, and no, I'm not only one swing. See if that kills him, and then if that doesn't, I'm gonna bonus action hit him.
All right. Are you? Did Chrome finish downloading?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if how do I do I click on my character sheet and then the attack?
Yep.
Okay. Character sheet. Boop.
All right, yeah. Now click on in the chat where it says hand axe.
If I can get to it. Yep. Just click on it.
Yep.
All right, clicked on it. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Does that kill it? No.
Now, okay, so as you strike that, hold on, there we go. This time, after you once more just swipe its hand out of the way, it just sort of like goes like it's like "Rah!" And it's gonna like go over this like it puts both its hands on the club and reaches above its head, and you just sort of like looking down on it, take your hand axe and then just drive it into its head, and then just kick it off. It is
Okay.
dead.
What creatures are left? Kill.
This goblin, this hobgoblin, this kobold that's really big, this kobold, and this kobold.
I'm gonna go after. I don't know how to make these. Oh, there we go. That works. I'm gonna go at bonus action. I'm gonna mind link with this one here and say you're next, and then I'm gonna move to it. 5. Oh, is each one of these squares where I'm at? It's like 5, 10, 15, 20.
As I said, I messed up the actual spacing of all of this. So
I don't
more or
get
less,
quite to them. I don't get quite to them. I get to maybe there, I think.
all right. As you establish that mind link, the goblin's like who's like still running, who's like sort of running forward, just stops and goes, "Huh?" and looks around.
Yeah. Well, see, it can understand me, and I can understand it. We established a link, so it can respond if it so chooses.
All right. Yeah. As it's running forward, you just sort of hear it go, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Was the mind link an action? Or is that like a just...
It's a bonus action. It's a bonus action. It's like a psychic ability.
Then you can get up to it if you run, dash.
He already did it. He already did an
I
attack.
already used my action.
Oh, you attacked. Right. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Florissa, it is now your turn.
Okay. She'll start trying to get behind Talraza this time, but on the way just kind of like point at the bugbear again. Like, I really wish I had a blindness spell so I wouldn't have to endure your face.
Did you mean the hobgoblin?
No, the hobgoblin, sorry.
Because I was about to be like, that's a really mean thing to say to your bugbear buddy.
No, sorry, hobgoblin. Too many monsters.
Alright, there we go.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Alright, let me put in...
Actually, and having seen, this person who is in a cage just going at a bunch of these things, like, seems slightly impressed. So, she's gonna go, this is your fight song, take back your life song, you seem alright song, so kick some butt. And there you go. Take a D6 of Bardic Inspiration.
Awesome.
Just a clap for that. Alright, that was great. Alright, yeah, so once more you look at the hobgoblin, and he does have like a face full of dirt at this point, as he sort of picks himself up again after being knocked down by some magical force, looks at you with like this seething anger, and that's when you point at him and you say the words in Sylvan, and the words sort of echo through the room, and you get this, and he definitely gets this look of like, ow, because like it seems like he understands what you just said, and he's like, ow. He's like, ah. And yeah. And then after you do that, you then, pull out the lutalele, and then you sing that at Tash. And Tash, as you're still like in that blind rage, you sort of hear these really nice words through the rage, and like, yeah, as you're still like frothing at the mouth, but like you got a smile on your face now.
Yeah. And at this point, my eyes, because it's like a flavor thing, they kind of glow a little bit as they're going after this. After I'm going after this guy.
Right. Yeah. His eyes are glowing too.
Sweet.
All right. Ulrich, the big kobold in front of you is going to attack.
Unsurprising.
He takes this pure iron spear and is going to just stab forward.
Nope.
That's what he wishes he had done. But what actually happens is once more, god damn it. So it ends up happening. Yeah, so he stabs forward, and you just, after You knock that one kobold's dagger into the ground, and then as you see that happening, and you take your shield and you just backhand his spear out of the way. All right, and this bugbear is going to go for... He's going to go for the goblin that's been whacking at his heels. And he misses. He takes his Morning Star and just slams it in the stonework in the ground. Ulrich, it is now your turn.
All right, gonna take another axe swing at this big kobold guy. So 18 to hit for 9 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You basically you backhand his spear out of the way, and you take your hammer and just push it at him into his chest, and he goes, ugh. All right, back up to the top with this little guy. The kobold to your right, Ulrich, is going to slash at you with his little dagger. And he will hit.
That actually just hits. That's his AC with the shield out.
Okay, and you take... Okay.
Wait, how does that work?
I don't know. You know what? Yeah, apparently you take 0 points of damage.
Something is wrong.
What?
I guess I fucked something up, but hey, that's funny. So we're gonna keep it for now.
So he swings and the dagger breaks on impact.
Wait, it has a negative 2 strength. Oh, it's because you can use Dex or Strength, but you use Strength for the character sheet.
I'll fix that at another time. It doesn't matter. That was funny, so we'll keep it.
It's like a tiny prick, and Ulrich's like, "You suck at this."
It's like the worst, worst Tondari ever.
It sees that it made contact and that it sort of went through the armor, and it's like, eh, and that's when you just sort of look down at it and you're just like, you're the worst, and it's like, ah.
Ulrich gets his own vicious mockery.
All right.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll have to fix that later. It's not how that should happen.
To be fair, my bard character does 0 damage if she uses her fists because she has a negative strength modifier.
All right, yeah. So this goblin near the bugbear is going to try and whack at him again. And again, he's still just whacking at it. It has a very thin piece of wood for a club. You think it might have been the stupid goblin who, when they were grabbing weapons, picked up a branch and was like, "This'll work." And it's basically thwacking at the bugbear's ankle, and it's like, eh, eh, eh. It does seem to think it's doing something, but it isn't. All right, the hobgoblin is now going to use all of his movement to pick himself up. And he is going to turn on you, Ulrich. And he definitely looks really pissed after what just happened, and he's going to go, ah! And he's going to swing with his longsword. And let me just for a second put him on disadvantage, because he is at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope.
And he misses with a 9.
Handy disadvantage.
Does he still have that disadvantage after that attack, or
No, it's just the one attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So he basically stands up, and as he's standing up, takes an attempted swing at you that just goes way too far. All right, is now this kobold's turn. He's gonna run forward, and it seems he's running towards Telraza. This goblin, seeing Tash run after it, is gonna go, "Oh, you look fun," and he's gonna run for Tash, and he is going to make a swing. Natural 20.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
so
goodness you're
as he
raging.
runs...
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
you are raging, so it's still half damage. Yeah, so he's running towards you, and he's like... And he has a much bigger stick club than the others, and you're just like... You're like still raging, so you're just rushing at it like recklessly, and it just takes that and just swings up and just gets you right in the side of the head.
Great.
4 plus 4, so 4 damage.
Yeah. Now, is there a way to
Here, I'll do it.
like? Okay.
If you click on yourself, you'll see in the... I believe you should see in the red bubble, it'll say a number.
What red bubble?
If you click on your token.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I already did the math, so about just, that's how that works for future reference.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
What's
so
the green and blue?
The green and blue, just extra bubbles.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah, so he gets you right in the face.
right.
Telraza, still with that, like, sort of, like, connection between him and the Hobgoblin, after witnessing it, like, try and slash at Ulrich, is going to just close his fist, and this little, like, this sort of, like, it's almost like the blue thing is a wire, and it's just sort of this pulse is traveling through the wire.
Nice.
And he deals 8 damage to it.
Nice.
And that sort of pulse, like, you see, like, the Hobgoblin, like, sort of shake its head, and that's when it stares at you, Ulrich, and it takes its sword and puts it above its head and sort of, like, is getting ready for this really, really big swing as the pulse finally gets to it, and it sort of, like, it gets to it, and you just sort of see this sort of blue energy envelop, like, sort of pass through all of the Hobgoblin's body as it just sort of goes... as it just crumples to the ground. Dead.
Nice.
Good job.
And Telraza just, like, closes his hand as the blue energy sort of wire just disappears, and he's like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. Tash, it is now your turn.
Cool.
I'm gonna reckless attack. That just gives me advantage on my first attack.
So gives you advantage on all your attacks once you start getting multiple attack.
Oh yeah. So click on that. Kill.
Or technically, if you do, the other hand, it gives advantage on both of them.
No. I just click the hand axe, but how do I make it advantage?
Oh, you have to toggle it on your character sheet.
Yeah, I would recommend just rolling twice.
Okay. Easy enough.
So yeah, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So yeah, so as you're sort of like, it hits you in the head with that branch, and you sort of catch yourself from falling all the way to the ground, and as you push yourself back up, you just swing with your hand axe, and you hit it, like, sort of, and you just sort of, like, slash across its chest, and it's like, ow!
Right. I'm going, and for my bonus action, I'm going to swing again. And that also gets advantage, or?
I'll let it, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, use the 20. Alright, 5 points of damage. Alright, yeah, so immediately after you swing with that one attack, you take your other hand axe and swing, and it gets it, like, also in the chest and just scrapes it. And it's like, god damn it!
Yeah, FYI, any attacks against me for the next turn get advantage on me, since I use reckless.
I'll just put, like, I'll just use, like, a little fist. Yeah, that works. All right. Florissa, it is now your turn.
Okay. Then she will, seeing this one start coming at Telraza, she'll just kind of point at it and say, continuing in Sylvan, my time of taking your group is seriously coming to a middle. Or not taking your group seriously is seriously coming to a middle.
All right. All right.
And disadvantage on his next attack. And then for, since I got a couple of these left, for Telraza, come on. Ah, no, don't do this to me. Work. Okay. And then, like, you're a survivor, you're not gonna give up, you're not gonna stop, you're gonna work harder, go Telraza!
Telraza's just standing like, yeah, I am. And he will get... Oh, yeah. I was about to ask if the bless probably went off, but it hasn't been 10 rounds, which I believe would be a minute. So,
yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean, it's probably wearing off pretty soon, though.
Yeah, it's got... Yeah, once combat ends, it'll probably wear off.
We haven't been using that, have we?
We haven't needed it.
That's true.
Alright, yeah, so Telraza has inspiration. I'll just put, like, a little... Yeah, here, I'll put a little flag on him.
Cool. So everyone has inspiration right now.
Yay!
Yeah, so that one little kobold sort of like, as you insult it as you're pointing at it, the Sylvan fills the room, and the little guy just goes like a type of face, like he's mocking you, and he's just like, oh, like, that was me.
Like the SpongeBob meme.
All right, yeah. So that's what that happens. All right, now Ulrich, solid iron spear going straight for you. Come on. There we go. That is a 20.
That hits. For 2 damage.
Sometimes my luck is good, sometimes my luck is bad. Got it. Yeah, so he finally like gets you right in the lower abdomen with the spear, and it just, it hits you and it doesn't hurt that much, but it's like, and you just sort of like push it out of the way and out of you as he's just like, haha.
I think something's wonky with your damage rolls because.
Oh no, he rolled a 1.
Yeah. Oh, but. Oh yeah. Okay, so he has a +1 to strength, so it's a 2. Okay, that makes sense. I was looking at the +3, but that includes proficiency.
Yeah.
So he just rolled real poorly.
Yeah. All right, it is now the bugbear's turn, and he is still fighting the little guy, and with his giant-ass Morningstar, he will attempt to hit, and he finally will. This time, after you're slamming it into the stonework, he's gonna like take it and he's just gonna scrape it along he's gonna take it back a little, still on the floor, and then scrape it forward and just gonna hit the goblin like that, dealing 13 points of damage. The goblin doesn't even see it coming as he's still just whacking on its ankle, and it's just and the Morningstar just whack and just hits it and just sends it flying like 10 feet as it is now dead. All right, Ulrich, it is now your turn.
Okay, just gonna take another swing with the Warhammer. And
all right,
5 more damage on the big guy.
Yep, so as you whack him with that, it just gets him across the chin. He's like, Akotaka! And back up with the top with the kobold, who is right to your right, who did 0 damage somehow. Alright, that's a 4. Yeah, so once again, he just sort of like swings forward, and you just sort of like move your body back a little bit, and he just goes too far.
You're really bad at this.
He sort of gives you this look of like, shut up. All right. Now this kobold is going to get right in front of Telraza, and he's going to swing. And that might hit. Let me check Telraza's thing. Yes, it does. All right,
Wait,
yeah, so...
Was that a disadvantage?
You are correct. No, it was not. Look at you. Messing up my plans. Got it. I just want to deal, like, some damage to you guys.
You're
Yep, so once again...
bard.
It just runs forward, and it just, like, swings wildly. Still, like, somewhat disoriented by, the whatchamacallit. The, disadvantage, the I forgot the word for it, it doesn't matter. Vicious mockery, that's it. Yeah, so he's like, his head's like he just sort of swings wildly, missing. Alright, Tash, the goblin in front of you is going to swing.
He has advantage.
Right, yes he does. He hits. And he deals 2 points of damage.
Alright. Minus.
So yeah, once again he just takes his he takes the stick and he just whacks you in the leg with it.
Well, if it's 2 damage, isn't that reduced to 1?
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
Alright, yeah, so he basically just like takes it, he just takes the branch that's like a really big branch, and he just whacks you in the right leg with it, and it doesn't even affect you as you still just keep going for him.
Right.
It's now Telraza's turn, and Telraza is going to swing on the guy in front of him. He's going to swing with his sickle. That hits. It does 4 points of damage. He just slashes it across the chest with the sickle. And Tash, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna reckless attack again, giving me advantage. Take the 20. Right. 7. And so I guess... Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So with that, you just, like, he hits you in the leg, and you just, once more, raise your hand axe above your head and just slash at him, get him right across the throat, and he just, like, and falls to the ground, dead.
Awesome. Since I haven't used my bonus action, these 3 still up?
These 2 and this one are, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and can I move through their bodies? Like, it's not difficult terrain or anything?
Yeah, you can just walk over them.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll go right there. And swing at this guy. Is he... No, I don't get flanking, do I?
I say you will.
Okay. Alright. And I'm still reckless, so... Ooh, what did I do that?
You got a 20. You crit.
Oh.
Okay, crit.
Okay. So then, how do I toggle the... Oh, it just does it.
Yeah, it just does it.
Okay.
So that's 12. And I believe you also have +2 from your rage, right?
Yeah. So that's
14 points of damage.
yeah.
Alright, yeah, so as you're running up, you just take your hand axe and you just hit this right in the back, and it just goes Alright. It is now Floris's turn.
Yeah, so she kind of peeks out from around Telraza. I'm like, oh, your breath is the worst! Just like your fighting ability.
On which one?
The one around Telraza.
Got it. Nope. Alright.
And everyone's still inspired, so just gonna stay there. Hide back around behind him.
You say that to him, and he just sort of like the words echo through the room, and then you just as he's he makes this face of just hey, that's mean, and then just he slumps to the ground, dead.
Huh. Oh, teacher, you have given me the weirdest abilities.
Alright, it is now the guy, and Ulrich, you've heard all this before. Iron Spear, going for you.
Nope. That is precisely half of my AC.
He just this time he just sort of swings with the spear, and you just sort of back your head out of the way. Again, he misses. The bugbear is gonna go on top of the hobgoblin's dead body, and he is also going to swing at the whatchamacallem? Kobold. Oh, I called him a coblin.
that is terrifying. What hath science wrought?
And yeah, so he misses. So he just sort of doesn't realize what he's doing, so he swings, and it's about everybody else's height. So he just barely misses the kobold and you guys. And he's like, "Oh, sorry."
It's okay, Bug Buddy, you're trying.
Alright, Alaric, it is now your turn.
Alright. You know the drill. Gonna swing with my warhammer at the big guy. 17 to hit for 8 damage.
Alright, Alaric. You know what? How do you want to do this?
Well, after turning to, the little kobold who keeps trying to hit him and telling him he's really bad at this, he just turns back and one-handed over his head swings his hammer right at the big kobold's head.
Alright.
Flatten.
So after you once more, dodge that little goblin's attack, you just go, "You're really bad at this." And you turn back just in time to move your head out of the way of the spear, and you just raise, and he sort of he sort of twisted his body to exposing himself to you, and you just look down at him. Actually, you look eye level with him because he's a kobold and you're a dwarf, and you just lift your hammer above, and he just sort of gets this look in his eyes of "uh-oh," and it's just as you take your warhammer and slam it onto his head, and it just makes contact with the ground. He is now dead.
Woohoo!
Well, we're almost done with these then. He turns to look at the remaining kobold. It was all alone.
Yep. Alright, yes, it's back up to his turn. And he sees that happen, and he just looks back up at you, and he's just gonna try and stab once more.
He's like YOLO.
Not much else I can do.
Yeah, he just sort of like stabs, and you lift your foot, dodging his attack, and just slam your foot down on his hand, and he's like, ah.
Not your day.
He's like, gives you this look of like, yeah, so it seems. Telraz is just gonna like walk past these two, and he's just gonna Eldritch Blast. Oh, he actually misses.
Oh, that was a wow.
Bardic Inspiration can't fix that.
No.
Yeah, so he just sort of like Telraza just walks up and just goes, and like he sort of like looks at the rest of you, because he still has like that look of like I did that thing to the hobgoblin, and without looking he fires the Eldritch Blast, and it dings off the ground here, goes over here, hits this wall.
Oh no, it's ricocheting.
Goes over here, hits this wall, and ends up hitting him.
Oh
no.
I'll say it did ricochet a lot, so I'll say it does 2 damage. It does like 1/3 of the damage it would.
Just like, oh, are you alright?
He just like holds where it hit him, and he's like, so that's what that feels like. Alright, Tash, it is now your turn.
So this guy's the only one left, right?
Yep.
My ass is going right for him.
Alright. Make attacks.
Alright. Reckless, by the way.
Well, that's good, considering that first one was
right.
Pretty bad. Alright, yeah.
And then second attack. Like that.
Woo.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just walk up and you just like you take your hand axes and sort of spin them in your hands till they're above your head, and then just slam down onto him with both. And it's like, ah! And you hear his final breath leave him, as he is also dead.
Nice.
Yeah, everything in here is dead. Besides the people in the cages.
After seeing that, I'd make my way back to the cage that I was in. This way.
Alright.
And go to the girl.
Alright, yeah. The girl is Alki, who you remember she is part of the caravan.
Yeah.
And she's like looking at you with this look in her eyes of like, well, that was interesting. And she just steps out of the cage and she's like, well, good thing I grabbed that key.
Go team, that was awesome! And she's gonna run up and like kind of jump, slightly hug Talraza, spin in front of him, go over to Ulrich, do the same. Give the bugbear, like jump up and give the bugbear like as best of a bear hug as she can. That was really cool!
He's very fuzzy, so it feels great.
I know, right? She's always wanted to fucking hug a bugbear.
After his spinny hug from Florissa, Ulrich's gonna head towards the other cage to see what's going on with people in there.
All right.
Oh yeah, there are people.
Do I still have that key? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so does it work for that other door, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So I would go over there and unlock it.
All right. Out steps
really
first.
You have keys.
Out steps first.
A very convenient key.
Out steps first. This lady. She's older, but like she's still young. She's like late 20s, maybe. She steps out and she's wearing sort of dark leathers and has blonde hair braided down the back. And she just steps out. She's got a few scars from what appear to be animals around her, and she goes, well, if I knew bringing you, Tosh, would be this great, I would have signed on to having you earlier.
No problem.
And then out steps as well the big old dragonborn guy, and he's carrying this unconscious half-orc. You know the lady to be Lauren, you know the Dragonborn to be Phalanx, and you know the half-orc to be Goran.
Okay. I asked Phalanx if Goran is he still alive? Is he unconscious? What's happened?
He is simply unconscious.
That is good. I do not have any magic left right now.
Can I see? Well, is he stable or is it?
Oh yeah, he's stable. He's just been like knocked out.
Okay, because if he wasn't stable, I have spare the dying. So
it just seems like he was hit over the back of the head or something.
Okay, he's just out. Okay.
I'll go over there and try and wake him up. I don't know if they've tried that or not.
Yeah. Phalanx sees you do that and just goes, I have already tried. Doesn't work. Best to let him rest.
That often is the best approach.
Yeah. Oh, hi, by the way, I'm Florisa, and she kind of like holds out her hand to anyone who'll like take it to shake.
Yeah, after Alaric said what he said, that's when Lauren and Phalanx sort of like turn and look at you guys, and Lauren just goes, so who are you?
To me? Or to
the group.
Everyone else, yeah.
To everybody else beside you. She knows who you are.
I'm Alaric.
Florisa, again, hello.
Yeah, tell Raza just from the back goes, tell Raza.
And I shake who you said your hand was out, and I shake your hand.
Yep. Yay! You were really cool. You were really strong, right? And really, like, just so
I flex a little bit.
Yeah. Since you haven't seen, this looks like a girl around 12 years old in like a really kind of long, loose dress and like arm warmers and stuff. I can actually put it in game talk. There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, Alaric, also describe your character.
Yeah, I'm dwarf. Oh god, let me see if I can pull up my description because I don't remember the details off the top of my head right now. Oh nope, I didn't put that in there. Dwarf, pretty normal looking dwarf.
Do you have a beard?
He has a beard. He's carrying a big war hammer and a shield, heavy armor. And yeah. I think brown hair, like pretty average looking dwarf for all intents and purposes.
Right.
I do not have a picture. Sorry.
That's fine.
All right. And since Damon's not here, I will describe Telraza. Telraza is a drow. He is 4'10", very skinny. His skin tone's pale gray. His hair is stark white and stands up spiked at the top of his head. His eyes are
short.
Apparently, this is the first time I've read the character appear.
Floris is still shorter than him, but
Telraza's eyes are just sort of these milky white globes. He's wearing plain leather armor and a dark cloak. He has a sickle and some daggers. Yeah, apparently he has a few pendants. One, a cat's eye encased by spider legs, and the other is a small amethyst set in silver with a few raven's feathers attached. I really should have read that character appearance thing a while ago.
Yeah, I'll try to rewrite up Alaric, because apparently it didn't get ported into Roll20, and I don't know where. I'll see if I can find it.
Alright, well, yeah, Tash, that is who you see in front of you.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Now that you get a better look at me, I like I said, my face is kind of angular. I look elvish, but not, and no pointed ears. They're human, like looking ears. my clothes that I'm wearing are kind of, they flow a little bit, so it's like open movement, like I'm not restrained. And you see the 2 hand axes I have, but I also have like this war pick on my back that that's there as well. I don't really have a picture either.
That's cool.
So, how did all of you end up? Well, I guess captured by all these kobolds and goblins and down here.
I was told that I joined up with this caravan. I was on my own journey, but stuff happened. We were heading to Iron Handle, but goblins attacked. So
That makes sense. Wait, Iron Handle is the place that we came from, right?
No, you guys came from Night Vale.
Right.
But Florissa, you do remember the Woodstock family said they were going to Iron Handle.
Oh. I was with the caravan too, headed that way, but we parted ways beforehand.
Apparently lots of caravans going to Iron Handle.
To be fair, I think it is better than Night Vale after what happened.
Night Vale is not... Yeah. No, wouldn't recommend it. Honestly.
Oh, they hurt Sister. I don't like them at all.
Lauren looks at you and goes, Sister, is there another one of you?
Oh.
Sort of, kind of, maybe.
Of course there is.
Kind of, maybe.
Okay. So there's a slight pause, and she just kind of like puffs out her cheeks and shakes her head, and then suddenly this kid's form just kind of shifts upward into I'm just gonna put it in because I can.
As I said, sort of, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, so it shifts into this young woman, about 5'6" or so, looking very similar, like very much these are siblings. These are like near perfect siblings. Same outfit.
Wait, is this like a spell, or is this you actually changing shape?
This is just what happens. You don't know. It just
Welcome to Alorix.
right.
I love the confusion in your voice as you're like, is that a spell?
Yeah, so just suddenly the form shifts up and seems to age up into this taller young woman, same outfit, same everything, and she just kind of like smirks slightly and bows her head. Hello, I am Everine. I see you met my sister. Well, it's nice to meet you as well.
As I said, it's sort of, because there's not really another one. They're the same one, but they're different. Yeah.
Lauren, Phalanx, and Alki's faces are just like shock and awe and surprise, wide eyes, gaping mouths, and they're just like,
You sort of get used to it. Definitely sort of, though.
Like I said, it is a very long story. But we should probably get you all out of here.
Yeah. I mean, my character's still a little in shock, but he's not too weirded out by it because he can do weird shit too. So it's cool.
Is there anything else in like this room? She might kind of like on the way, kind of gathering people, walk over to this statue, look it over. Is this any? This is what paladin was this? Is this?
This is you'd assume it's a paladin of the Order of Lixara because this is a tomb of the paladins of the Order of Lixara.
Right.
This is a giant brash gold statue. You're not entirely sure of a man in gleaming plate armor.
Paint paint armor. That's a very special type of armor.
With a big beard and a giant axe, he's wielding in one hand, and he's standing very heroically, and he's looking up. And on the base of the statue, it does have an inscription in Celestial.
Well, actually, she can ritual cast comprehend languages.
Find out what it says.
All right. So yeah, are you just gonna like bend down and start doing that?
Yep. Well, this seems very interesting. I would like to know what it says.
Lauren sort of looks at you now, and just sort of says to the little group, like, "Oh God, what's she doing now?" And yeah, so you sort of like put your hand on it. It says Morianus Maximus, great leader of the Paladins of Luxara.
She's just saying that out loud as she
hand.
reads it.
Okay. Died with an axe in his hand and a dream in his mind.
Well,
I guess
very interesting.
we know who the statue's of, but not that really gives us much, but it's more than nothing.
Most probably a hero of his time, which is wonderful.
One would assume. Usually they don't make big statues in big tombs of just random dudes.
I suppose not. Someone to aspire to, perhaps?
Alright, yeah, so do you guys search those bodies?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't search through the bodies, but I go walk up to the hobgoblin and I kick it in the head.
Alright. Just sort of walk up and you just sort of and its head just sort of caves in a bit. Lauren sort of walks up with you and just goes, "They were more of those when we got attacked, weren't they?"
I'm sorry. I had to. What did you just say?
Lauren walks up beside you as you kick in and she goes, "There were more of those when we were attacked, weren't there?"
Possibly. I don't really remember.
Yes.
Well then, yes.
The answer is yes.
We should really be going then, shouldn't we?
Don't want more of those to come along. Let's
Alright, yeah, Lauren just sort of like makes the comment like, "That's unsettling." Yeah, Phalanx picks up Borgin, and so who's picking the stuff up off the hobgoblin and the big kobold, or just who's searching who?
I mean, I'll Oracle search whoever.
All right.
I don't.
Imperial Lark most probably. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. So I'll just tell you what generally is on them. On the goblins, you find a grand total of 25 silver pieces each. Not each. In total.
Okay. I'll make a.
On all the kobolds combined, there is 25 copper pieces in total.
Okay.
And then on the hobgoblin, he has his pretty. It's a really nice looking longsword. He also has.
Alright. I'll go back out. Alright.
He also has 20 gold pieces on him.
Okay.
And he has a letter. And I will copy what it says into the game chat. Into the game talk and the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Not exactly the most friendly of fellows, even to their allies.
Yes. She walks over. "Oh, you poor soul," and she just like taps the bugbear's like, upper arm. No, it's actually probably still higher than her, so it might be the elbow.
He sort of leans closer to you so you can tap him, and he's like, "Yeah, they weren't that nice."
Oh, I'm so very sorry.
And then on the Fist Shaman, well, actually, no, that you don't know that's his name. The big kobold, you find another 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
And another letter. This time, it's like the one you found earlier that was on sort of an animal's hide and written really horribly. Also, on the Hobgoblin, you did find a map that was like, it basically, it showed somewhere, it showed this sort of like a symbol of a camp leading to what you assume to be where you are right now.
Okay.
And on the big kobold, you find this letter.
No cure?
No care, I assume, is what he means. What the Fist Shaman means.
Uh-huh.
Can you actually read this one, or do you need to do what you did last time with a note like this and use comprehend languages and I translate?
I think we mostly get it, except for like the no cure, but if it's no care, then most probably get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's... Yeah. I mean, I mostly understand it.
Yeah. I mean, she'd be touching it anyway if she was reading it, but...
Alright,
You already have comprehend languages up, it's true.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, well, let me just write a clean version, just so you can realize it.
Like, first off, I don't like using human speech. This is bad. So I'm gonna go to the goblin home and make peace. Don't care what you think might happen. I'm gonna do it. Something like that?
Yeah, nice.
That sounds about what I was getting from it, too.
Phalanx, as you like sort of read off that, he just goes, "These strange creatures, they confuse me." And also on the big kobold, the Fish Shaman, you find once again another map from what you can tell is to be a symbol of a camp leading to where you are right now, in a different spot than was on the Hobgoblin's map. So essentially, you have what you believe to be a map to the Hobgoblin base and a map to the Kobold base.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
Maybe worrisome, or it may be, well, for the best at this point. Their leaders, well, one of them was about to attack the others.
Yeah, well, are we going to have a lovely goblin kobold war in the middle of the forest?
It seems that they were already having that, and then one was going to backstab the other. It seems the kobolds, at least, were fairly honest about wanting to make peace.
Well, at least this guy was. Others seem to disagree. Based on these letters. Well, perhaps we should get these folks out of here and figure
Yes.
out where they can go, and
That's
we'll
really
figure out what we're doing.
Right.
I don't think we're ready to head back to town yet.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I don't like our chances.
No.
So Tash, what are you doing while all of this is getting discussed?
I'm pretty much listening, seeing what they're saying. I ask, where are you guys heading to?
Well,
To be fair, we were mostly just told to come out here and learn more about how to fight, use our magic. We did not have as good of a time in Night Vale.
no.
And it ended poorly, and now we are here trying to make amends for that somewhat.
Well,
What happened in Night Vale?
Oh, well, let's see. It's basically run by a bunch of assholes.
Unfortunately.
You know,
And we may have caused, well, not caused, but been on the receiving end of their displeasure.
been involved in their displeasure. But yeah, no, there was. All right, so basically, it was a fight. We didn't start it.
Did you finish it?
No, they mostly finished it, and then some townsfolk saved us.
Oh, well.
They killed this poor woman who wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, Flores or Evergreen frowns at that. She also looks a bit guilty at this point.
And some of the townsfolk managed to save us after the folks who run the town left us for dead, and sent us out here. See if we can get a bit stronger. Maybe do something to help them in the long run.
I would like to think that this is helping.
Well, you helped us, so.
That is very good.
Happy to do that.
But we may need to see about at least one or both of these camps if they're taking people off of the...
We don't want them to keep picking up poor, unfortunate folks on the road.
Exactly.
The half-orc sort of Phalanx had sort of put him down as you all started discussing, and he sort of gets up and he goes, Night Vale? Good tavern there. Who's running it?
Shoot, what was...
What assholes?
The name, yeah.
Oh.
What's the name of it?
I got this. Where did my character sheet go?
Okay.
Character sheet, come back! Damn it! Okay, where is it?
If I can...
Oh, it was the cleavers, right? It was the assholes.
Yeah, the cleavers, yes. Cleavers.
Yeah, so, the half-orc just goes, run by a guy with an annoying voice and a strange accent.
Accurate.
Everine looks really guilty again.
Yeah, I've heard of them. And he sort of picks himself up. Lauren just goes, well, personally, I haven't, so if you could fill us all in.
I mean, I don't know what there is to really fill. They run the town with an iron fist. Have rules for everybody that everyone has to follow. If someone so much as disagrees with those rules, they Answer with violence.
Very holier-than-thou group.
I don't know if I'd call them holy, but yeah.
Not in that sense, Ulrich.
Fair enough.
The type that think they can get away with anything just because they can throw around their namesake.
And their weapons.
Yes. Most of them are all talk, but unfortunately are led by ones that certainly can take action.
I saw them basically dogpile a man for just disagreeing with a rule.
Tel Raza speaks up and he goes, "Personally, they had me ready to take me off to a slave camp."
That doesn't actually surprise me as much as it probably should.
Places like that make me sick. Just because you disagree or you're different. And Taff shakes his head.
Yes, that is unfortunately the world that we seem to live in right now, and I know at least my sister and I have been hoping to go somewhere and do something where we may be able to change that.
The half-orc who's like still just like standing there like contemplating what all of you just said as well, he just goes, "So, the Cleavers have changed that much. I knew they were sadistic sons of bitches, but I didn't think they would really take over a town. When I first heard of them, their leader, annoying accent guy, he apparently, after serving in some of the High Lord's militaries, apparently he learned some stuff. He ended up deciding he didn't like the High Lord. Which of us really do? But he decided, clearly, he needed to start up his own little bastion of civilization. From what I've heard, this was because he got in some trouble at Iron Handle and didn't really have anywhere else to go. So from what I heard, he gathered together some other sadistic sons of bitches. And, well, in the beginning, apparently they did do some things that were decent. Killed little monsters, fought off bandits, except they always did it for some pretty hefty prices. But that was a long time ago, I guess. Didn't realize they started doing what they're doing now.
Yeah, no, they call themselves the law in Nivale, but you know, what good is law if it's just you just kill people who disagree with it?
Yeah. That's not right.
The bugbear's just sort of been standing there with this look of like, I feel really awkward on his face, and he finally just goes, "So, what do we do now?"
Oh, right. We should probably get these people out of here, and then... She just kind of like gives a slight smile to the bugbear. I suppose... Do you have someplace to go after this? Are you going to be alright?
Yeah, I've got you.
Oh. You certainly do, friend. You certainly do.
And these clever guys sound bad. I'll help you take them down.
We're gonna have to kill this bugbear.
Oh, no. Huh.
I will say this. I'm not that sadistic. Florissa, you do feel the charm end, but he's not aggressive. He seems to still like you.
She's been nothing but kind to this bugbear. And also, luckily, at least with Charm Person, they don't become immediately hostile like Friends does, so I guess.
Yeah, no, Friends is an immediate hostility, yeah.
Charms ended, and you seem like you really got through to this bugbear. He's ready to do some good, and he's ready to do good with you.
Oh.
Well, I guess we have a bugbear now? What's your name?
I don't really have one.
Well,
it was usually, you attack that, you kill him, you just snap his neck already.
that's not... You isn't a very good name. Let's,
Oh.
I know, right?
what do you want to be called?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've
Ever-
never had a name before.
Eberine, you're probably better at naming than I am. And,
She just kind of smirks slightly to herself, like, I believe this may be Florissa's forte. And then she shifts back down to the child form, like, okay, let me think. Okay, there's how about Bugtholomew or Barry or
Bertram.
Bertram. Yeah, there's a good one. See, you understand. You know what you like.
He gets this big smile on his face. He's like, I have a name.
all right, well,
welcome to the family, Bertram.
Bertram it is,
Gives him a big one of those spinny hugs.
we've adopted a bugbear.
He's so
Cash.
soft.
Yeah.
Cash, you, Lauren, Boric, Phalanx, and Aoki are just standing there watching these events unfold before you.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, I didn't expect to adopt a bugbear, but nice to meet you, Bertram.
Bertram, you're so cool and strong.
I know. You're so tiny.
I know, right?
I've got friends.
Yay,
Well,
friendship.
Let's get everyone out of here. And
Right. Okay. Exits this way.
Yeah, Lauren just goes, personally, we can make it on handle. But Tosh, you did really well with him. Boric just goes, yeah, and if the Cleavers really have taken over that town, maybe you should join them.
First, just looks over, really curious, turns back around. She's been skipping towards the door, and then just wide saucer eyes, just ooh, that would be amazing. You're super cool too.
Phalanx just goes, we can head to Iron Handle. You were never entirely going there in the first place. We will see about getting that town help.
That sounds like a good idea.
well, I guess welcome to you as well.
Thank you. I hope to be helpful.
Well, you certainly were helpful in that fight.
Exactly.
Before, so no reason to think you won't keep being helpful.
Yay, 2 new friends. This is great.
Aoki, who's also there, just goes, well, I guess this is goodbye for now then, Tash?
Yeah, take care, kiddo.
Alright.
And he wraps his arms around her and gives her a big hug.
Alright, yeah, she returns it. Aoki is she's probably 14, maybe. She's probably, actually, she's older than Florissa seems to be. By, maybe a few years.
Lisa's super happy, and then she turns back, and then, oh, we left Redonkulus out. We should probably go see how he's doing.
That we should.
Turns back to Tash. Oh, right, Redonkulus is our donkey friend. He's been taking our cart for us.
She named him, just for the record.
Right, I'm really good at it.
Everything
She
should
also
have a
named
name.
me.
Everything should have a name.
Yeah,
Exactly.
names are good.
Names give purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So Lauren just sort of like, Lauren's just like, well, we'll be in here. I think we're gonna need to rest a while, and I doubt anything's gonna be coming back. So, we'll set up a camp in this place. You all, do whatever you're doing.
All right, stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
As with you. Phalanx goes, good luck against your enemies. Boric just goes, fucking kill the cleavers, would you? And Aoki's just like, bye.
Nice to meet you.
They're all just waving you off.
Starts skipping towards the exit.
Or waves and follows the skipping child.
Alright, you all go back to the room, the first room of the place, and as you guys are sort of going towards the stairs, when Bertram, he goes, oh, you all might know what this is, and he moves behind this tent and just moves it out of the way, and he shows you against this wall there is a giant etching of what appears to be a load of heavily armored warriors with, plate mail and bastard swords and hammers, and leading them into the battle is a man in giant plate armor. He has a giant beard, and he's got a battle axe in his one hand as he's sort of leading this army against what appears to be. Some of them are wearing large armor, some of them are wearing what appears to be no armor, some of them are wearing leather armor, light armor, and they all have different weapons, but the one sort of thing connecting them is that they have different things of nature around them. So some of them have vines shooting out of their hands, some of them are followed by dire animals of some sort, some of them are dryads or things of nature, and it appears that these two forces are fighting.
Oh wow,
That's impressive.
is that the guy from the statue? Is this the one, the big one? Is that the same one as the
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Wow. Is this like any kind of like maybe history thing that they might know?
Yep. You could certainly try. It does also have a little bit of celestial etched at the bottom.
Nope. You can at least read the celestial by touching it, because it's still like...
It says, the great battle of the paladins of Lexara versus the Libert of Viri.
Big battle, I guess.
Wow. Think we might ever be involved in a battle that big?
That's a very big battle. Maybe someday, but I don't know. We need a lot more people for that battle.
Well, we already made 2 new friends. I'm sure we can make way more.
You do seem to have a knack for making friends.
It's the best. You can't be heroes if you don't have allies.
I'm glad you have a knack for making friends.
So do you...
His +0 charisma is not especially good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know if Telraza has any better history for knowing what the heck this is, but yeah, I got nothing.
I have a -1. I can roll, but unless it's a really good roll.
And it does seem to be slightly religious-based.
I mean, I have a 0, but that's I could roll for it, but
you don't just have to roll history. You could like say like, hey, I want to roll religion. Seems religious based, and I'll be like, yeah.
I
Or
mean,
if you're like,
yeah, he has a
I have
negative
a
1
0
to
for
both of
religion
those.
too.
it's just like if you like just like say like, okay, I want to try and use this skill because it's better than the other one. I just ask me the skill, I'll say yes or no. So like obviously Arcana wouldn't work with this, but like
Right.
Ulrich could probably use religion with this.
Yeah, I mean, Ulrich has a -1 to religion as well as a -1 to history. I can roll. I'm happy to roll either of them, but here I'll roll.
Oh fuck yes!
Oh, I critted it, so my -1 is still a 19.
You hadn't sort of really looked at the thing. It was just sort of a random interesting little tidbit that seemed to just interest Florissa the most. Then when you finally look at it and you hear her say the Paladins of Luxara and the Libertiviri, instantly all the knowledge of the universe collects in your mind.
Whoa.
It just like the camera pans out as like you're traveling through the universe.
You're going full on fucking Doctor Strange. Just...
You see everything in everyone.
You know Kung Fu now.
You are now the one. Yeah, no.
The one dwarf.
Now, yeah, you instantly know what this is. The Paladins of Luxara were a paladin order that worshipped any god of a sort of that sort of was good, like lawful good. They were a very typical paladin order. Everybody in like big plate mail with big weapons, and their whole thing was the light or the sun. That was sort of like everything about them.
Okay.
The Libertiviri were they believed more in the protecting of nature. So they were more druidic in their ways. They didn't have set guidelines. They were not very traditional in the paladin sort of way. So they didn't have like a set hierarchy. And when, if it was the question of letting a town encroach on an animal sort of nest, they would stop they would kill maybe some members of that town. They were not there to protect people. They were there to protect nature, and nature above all. And that sort of mandate eventually clashed with the ideas of the Paladins of Luxara, and they eventually decided, and then eventually war was declared. The two orders went at each other for a long time, but since the Libertiviri had no set hierarchy or just in general really sort of order, there was no commanders telling foot troops what to do, and they didn't have established temples all around, and they had the backing of nature itself. The war ended in a stalemate when the Paladins of Luxara's Grandmaster was killed.
Okay.
The man who was the giant statue. And that was when they decided, okay, we'll stop. Like the war ended in a stalemate, and that is actually why there are such creatures as dire wolves, dire boars, owlbears, because the Libertiviri, to increase the longevity of nature, used magic and science together with nature to create tougher animals.
Okay.
This was hundreds of years ago.
Aloric sort of explains that to everybody. I was like, yeah. So
were they like druids or something, or were because like druid knights or something? Because if they're like protecting nature, that's what they're all about, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Ulrich just sort of dumps all this and then just like it's like just explains all that. Then it's like one of those like, what did I just say?
Wait, how did
You
I
are so
remember?
smart, Ulrich.
Don't know that that's typically true.
Well, you're
He's
really smart
self-aware.
about this.
Apparently
something.
so. I must have read that somewhere at some point. I don't know. But that's the story.
Wow. Was there anything else really cool in here, Bertram?
No.
Okay, let's go.
Wait. And he sort of turns and he rushes into one of the tents and he grabs something and he runs back out and he's like, my stuff. I made these. And
good.
He holds out like a bunch of these. They're made out of sticks and twine, and it's just a bunch of like little stick figures.
Oh, that's great. Look, a girl in a caravan gave me this, and then she pulls out of her pack this little straw doll that looks kind of like her. It's my favorite too.
Whoa, that's so nice.
Right?
Here, and he pulls out one, and it's exactly the same like the others, sticks into a stick figure wrapped with twine, except it's got a tiny little hat on top of it that's like it's a little like red. I don't know how to describe it. You ever seen you see yeah, okay, hold on, like that stereotypical Robin Hood hat?
Mm-hmm.
Got the little feather in it. It's a red one of those, and it's just on top of his head, and he goes, here, you have this.
Oh, really? Thank you, Bertram. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah,
and she just, like, hugs both of them.
In your hands, it is... in his hand, it's like a tiny little stick figure. In your hands, it's giant. It's pretty big.
Oh, wow. That's my new big friend.
Oh,
see if I can fit this in my pack.
Perhaps we should head out. You've got your things.
Okay.
All right, so you all head out. All right.
Yep.
Let me find that map. No. There it is. All right.
Back outside.
Yep. Let me add Tash's thing.
We can go to the place where Redonkulus laid down to rest.
All right. As you do that, you start hearing something coming through the woods.
Great.
And I have a question. Does comprehend languages, like, if something is being spoken, do you understand that?
Yes. Just
All
can't
right.
speak it.
Yeah. You start hearing coming through the woods, here, this is where the one cast the magic on me.
Oh.
What's that? What do we? Well...
That would be the kobold from before out here. We should probably hide or get out of here.
It was a goblin.
I don't think we want to hide.
Oh, it's a goblin.
Because there are people down in that tomb. We don't want to
right.
leave them to get attacked.
True,
Probably have another fight.
You hear as it's pushing through the woods, like, I'm thankful I found your patrol. There was only the two of us.
Well, I guess ready for a fight.
And
I
that
don't
is
have
when...
any magic left.
Cantrips!
Yeah, I will mock the hell out of it.
You see... Hold on, let me just move all of these.
I know that feeling from a level 2 bard where it's like, I have no magic.
Yeah.
I mean, Alaric only has one spell slot left, but...
Alright, and let me... Yep, so that's all them. And now let me put them. There we go. There we go. There we go. And now, everybody roll initiative. Hold on. Yep, there. Now roll initiative. I will be back in a bit as I have to use the bathroom.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh God, that's terrible initiative. Low dex clerics, man. Low dex clerics.
Eh.
I have crappy dex, int, and charisma, and pretty darn solid constitution, strength, and wisdom.
We also need to get Bertram out here.
Yeah, we don't have Bertram.
How do you do it?
So you need to click on your token.
Right.
And then click on where it says initiative in your character sheet.
Okay. Yeah, that's the part I was like, I didn't know.
The word initiative.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
I am so fucking happy that we have a bugbear friend now.
Oh, one.
Yeah, no, I rolled a nat 1 and I have a 0 on dex. So
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
Let me roll their initiative.
We need Bertram.
Don't worry, I did not forget about Bertram.
Yeah.
and we need to roll initiative. All the initiative rolls.
Oh yeah.
That are not my one because I might as well not have an initiative. I'm just like
Yep, you're at the bottom.
I had a very Ashley Johnson initiative roll. What can I say?
Oh, shoot, I bet it's been more than 10 minutes at this point.
Alright, it is now Bertram's turn. I forgot his name. He's just gonna turn and he's just gonna charge up to about there. Tash, is now your turn.
Okay. I will. 5, 10, 15. There. 1, 2. Bonus action rage. And swing with my war pick.
Alright. Let me see if that hits. That does not actually hit.
Oh, well, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
No
I
luck
think my
this
bardic
time.
inspirations are gone.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes.
Yep, those are gone by now.
Yeah, so you run for him with your war pick, and you just go into that rage, and it's just one of those moments of like you're screaming to scare them, and as you're screaming, you're closing your eyes, and you swing, and you miss, and just hit the dirt.
Damn it. Okay.
Florissa, it is now your turn.
Okay. These are goblins, or?
These are 3 goblins, and then this one right here is also a goblin, except he has some really better equipped stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so one well-equipped goblin and several not so well-equipped goblins.
Yep.
Okay. And she's gonna point at the big one and just yell in Sylvan, "Oh, look, it's the king of the uglies!"
Wow. We're humans.
I like that wow in the background.
That's just wow.
Oh.
Oh, he
Just
makes it.
saves.
Yep, so he makes it. He just sort of he just sort of gives you this look of like, you really thought that would work on me?
He doesn't know what she said.
I like to imagine that it nobody else hears it, but like they know what you just said. It rings around in their mind.
Yeah, okay. Then Jesus. And then she's gonna step back over here for now. And that's my turn.
Alright. This guy is going to run up here, and he is going to take a swing at Tash. That hits.
Alright.
And he does 2 points of damage to you.
And then that's reduced to 1.
No,
Right?
it was already reduced.
Yeah, it was already reduced.
Okay. Cool. -2. Oh, not -2.
I forgot to do initiative for one of them. Hold on. We'll just say that guy didn't entirely realize what was happening.
But he still has a higher initiative than Alaric.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, that guy went. Now this guy gets a sort of look, like realizes like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. And he's also gonna go for you, Tash.
Okay.
He misses.
Thank God.
You get whacked in the arm by the one, and you just like, ah, and then the other one like swings at you, and you just grab it in midair and push him back.
All right.
Next up is this guy, and he is going to charge at the bugbear, Bertram, and he is going to attack, and he misses. Bertram just sees him coming, and then just like knocks his club out of the way. It is now this guy's turn. He's going to start running towards the group, and he gets about there. And it is now Telraza's turn. Telraza will he will Eldritch Blast this guy. That hits. Dealing 4 points of damage. He just fires this like crackling bluish green bolt of energy that just hits it in the shoulder. And Ulrich, it is your turn.
Okay, gonna head for this guy because he went past everybody else and take a swing. Nope.
No, you do not.
Nope.
Instead, what you do is you run forward and you take your warhammer and you slam it down, and it gets stuck in some mud, and you have some trouble pulling it out.
That's the noise he makes.
Yeah.
And that is his turn.
Meaning, I don't know what that means just yet. What should I say that means? You know, I'll think about it when it comes to that, when that's important. It is now the bugbear's turn. He's gonna swing at the guy on top of him.
Nope.
His morning star goes in a very similar patch of mud, and it just sinks right in. Now he's having trouble pulling it out.
That's what she said.
You're the adult here. Come on. Tash, it is now your turn.
Okay. I got 2 on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing for this guy. And do that again. I'm not doing reckless because there's 2 on me.
That hits. Yep, that hit. All right. You sort of, after you missed with your war pick, he sort of like runs at you and hits you in the arm. You lift your war pick out of the ground and hitting him at the same time. And you just get him right in the side. It's like, ah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm not moving away from them.
All right. Florissa, it is now your turn.
Okay. So, okay, this other one has things stuck in the mud, so she's gonna try again with the bigger guy. Like, are you always stupid, or are you making a special effort today? Oh.
Once more, he looks at you with this look of like he's fighting with Ulrich, and like as he sort of gets his attacks sort of blocked by Ulrich, he looks over Ulrich's shoulder, gives you this again a look of really, you're gonna keep trying this?
Okay. But then just as she She's gonna kind of pump her fist like, come on, Ulrich, you can do it! Put a little power to it! Flip flop to the top! Go, Ulrich! And bark inspire him while she ducks back behind this.
Alright, Ulrich, I'll give you a little thing, and yeah, you have inspiration.
Yay.
Alright. It is now this guy's turn. He's going to swing on you, Tash.
Great.
That hits. Yep. He does another 2 points of damage to you. Once again, he just whacks you in the side. This guy, while all the goblins inside appeared to just have, sticks for improvised clubs, these guys actually seem to have their good weaponry, so he actually has like a decent looking club. Alright, this guy, also to your right, is going to attack you. And he also hits.
Great.
Dealing another 2 points of damage.
Okay. 14.
You get whacked in the side by the one goblin, and then immediately whacked in the back by the other.
Alright. These guys are starting to piss me off.
This goblin is going to attack Bertram, and he's... Okay, so you know how Bertram's Morning Star is in a patch of mud?
Mm-hmm.
This goblin, he swings with his club, completely misses, and gets his club stuck in the same patch of mud.
It's a very muddy day, apparently.
It's happening a lot.
It's almost like somebody is being a little uncreative with their crit fails, but we'll just say it was mud. Alright. This goblin boss will swing on you, Ulrich.
Okay.
He misses. He takes his scimitar and just swings way above your head. Telraza is going to go for the guy he saw Tash hit with an Eldritch Blast. He misses though, so the shot just goes wide into the woods.
No one's hitting, except those two that are on Tash.
Yeah. Ulrich, it is now your turn.
Okay. Assuming I can pull my hammer out of the mud. Gonna take another swing.
Yeah, just, you take it out. And yeah, swing. That hit.
Woo, for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
10 very muddy bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, right in the eyes, right in the eyes.
He's sort of like, Florissa says that thing to him, and like as he's fighting you, he like blocks one of your you block one of his attacks, and he looks over your shoulder and gives Florissa that look, and you use that to your advantage, and with your shield, you get him you punch him in the stomach, and then take your hammer and hit him right across the face. And that's when he sort of gives you this look like he's finally starting to pay attention more to you, and he's like, and he just sort of he gets into more of a battle stance, and he focuses solely on you. It is now Bertram's turn, and he's going to swing again. This time he hits, dealing 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
So this goblin who, got his his actual club stuck in the mud, he's like pulling it out, and he's got both his hands on the actual club, and he's like trying to pull really hard. Bertram doesn't even have that much of a struggle as he just picks his Morning Star up and then just clunk and sends the goblin also into the mud, dead. Tash, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. Hopefully.
All right, that hit.
Great. Well, and then you're adding my rage damage into there, right? So that's 5.
Yep.
Okay.
So this guy, after you get whacked once by him, whacked by the other one, you see him like get this smile on his face as he raises his club again to hit you in the same spot, and you just you grab his arm and with your war pick just go up and up his jaw and into his head as he just goes, and you just pull your pick out as he is also dead.
Great. And then I turn my head to this one and I smile.
He sort of they both looked like they were having a lot of fun as they were fighting you. As you kill that one and look at him and smile, he gets this look on his face of it goes from a grin to oh.
And then I use my bonus action to do the mind link on this guy here, the same guy, and I say, now it's your turn. Payback's a bitch.
You hear him respond in his mind, oh shit. Florissa, it is now your turn.
Okay. She's just kind of keeping her focus on that big one. That's the right one. So just kind of points at it. Like, someday I'm sure you'll go far, but I really, really hope you stay there.
Ah.
Yay!
Finally!
This time he's not paying attention to you. And so finally, he gets this, Ulrich, you notice he gets this, agitated look on his face. And he's like, ah. And he has disadvantage on his next attack. Alright. Do you do anything else?
That's all she's got. Just stand behind the cover.
Tash, the goblin near you, is after you hear that voice in your mind, he's just gonna try and whack at you with his club again.
Okay. No.
Of course he misses though. It was a very scared attack, and so he just sort of swings as he's walking backwards. So it just goes completely in front of you. Ulrich, the goblin boss, is going to swing at you with his scimitar. That misses.
Say it doesn't even hit with or without disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the disadvantage too. I'm gonna remember that one day. I'm telling you. Yeah, so he just he spins his sword and that's when that look of annoyance and pain hits him and he just misses. It's Telraz's turn. Telraza is going to fire an Eldritch Blast at the guy attacking you, Ulrich.
Nope.
But he misses. So once again, the Eldritch Blast just goes far and goes into the woods. And Ulrich, it is now your turn.
All right, another Warhammer swing for 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You hit him once more, and so after he misses with his sort of spin and then slash, you just sort of he exposes himself for an attack, and you take your Warhammer and you just whack him in the back. And just It is now the Bugbear's turn, and he is going to go right here, and he's going to fight the guy on Tash. And he will swing with his Morningstar. He hits, dealing 6 points of damage. So Tash, as he's sort of backing away, swinging wildly at you, and you're just sort of keeping your distance so he doesn't get a lucky hit on you, you hear heavy footfalls as Bertram runs up from the side and just hits him in the back with his Morning Star, sending him forward towards you. And it is now your turn.
And to follow up, I'm gonna swing with my pickaxe and try to like hit him in the chest with it. Oh yeah, that is.
All right. Yeah, so as he gets sent forward, you just go up with your pick and get him right in the gut, and you just lift him a bit, and he just sort of gets this look in his face of like, before he just slumps down, and the final words you hear in his mind are, "God damn it." All right.
Since they're both dead, I'm gonna go and flank here.
All right. Florissa, is now your turn.
Okay. Just peeking your head out of that, like, you're not a complete jerk. Some parts are obviously missing.
Ooh, he just makes it.
Okay, have fun, guys. Ducks.
It is the Goblin Boss's turn. He will swing at Alaric once more. And he hits this time.
Yep.
So Alaric, after you hit him in the back, he takes his scimitar and then just slashes, getting you in the side, and it just gets you, and you're like, ah! Dealing 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And okay, it is now Telraz's turn, and Telraza will Eldritch Blast him, hitting him, dealing 8 points of damage. As he gets you in the side, this sort of like grin grows across his face, as it's then quickly replaced as the Eldritch Bolt just hits him in the head, exploding his head.
Well, that could have gone worse. Good shot, Telraza.
Telraza's just like, yeah.
All right, let's get back to the cart and get some rest, maybe.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I need a good nap.
You okay, Alaric?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just, a little sore. Could be worse.
Okay.
Everyone else okay?
Yeah, but I feel like I don't got any more anger in me till we get some more sleep.
Let's
That's
get some
fair.
sleep then.
You okay, Bertram?
I'm fine.
Good. Okay. Let's head back and
yeah,
get the Redonkulus.
Yep. You all head back to where you left Redonkulus. He's still there. There is a dead goblin next to him. And he's just got that look of like, yeah, I did that in his eyes. And he's just like, he's standing there really proud of himself. He's a donkey, so not that easy to show that he's proud of himself, but...
Oh yeah. Florissa just like immediately sees like look between the two and then gets it like wide-eyed, like starry eyes, like, you're right, you are amazing, Redonkulus!
Well, wasn't it comprehend languages that I let you speak to him with?
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals.
That was Dad, yeah.
Well,
would that still be up or would it be gone?
No, it would probably, well, it was an hour, so...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it'd be gone by now.
Okay.
So redo it later.
Here, you know what? I'll say this. It's just ending as you hear Redonkulus just go, "That's right, I told you I was Edwin."
You sure are, friend, you sure are.
Yeah. And so you guys hop into Redonkulus's cart. besides Bertram, because you can tell from the look in Redonkulus's eyes that Redonkulus is terrified of Bertram hopping in the cart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, while they're getting set up with stuff, yeah, Clarissa might try to see if she can redo the speak with animals and explain why Bertram is there.
How do you explain it to him?
Hi again. Oh, just to let you know, we made a new friend. He's fine. His name is Bertram. He's one of us now.
Make a persuasion check. Redonkulus's eyes are still wide as he just goes, "He is not getting in my cart.
He is pretty big.
He can follow behind."
Look over to Bertram. Like, is it all right if you walk with the cart? It might be a little too heavy with all of us, and you're very big.
And just one donkey.
Right.
Yeah,
He, looks
Bertram,
really sad.
Bertram just like, "Sure, I can do that."
Thank you, Bertram. We'll get a bigger cart with maybe another friend eventually.
All right. And with that, that's where we're going to end it.
Woo!
All right. Good job, guys.
It's a party. Yay, we didn't die.
I had how much HP? 14 left. They had
Nice.
kept hitting me.
I was down to 18.
Let me find out what your guys' XP gain from this is. You guys killed quite a bit of shit. Alright, so let me find it. I had a document with all this stuff. Here we go. Okay, so so you killed these 4 goblins out here. Well, you killed the 4 just now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 3 and a goblin boss. So that was okay. That's. Hold with me, everybody, as I do math because that'll
It's
take
fine.
a bit.
Okay.
Math is hard. Take the time.
So okay, that's all that, and then I already did all that. And in here, there was 1, 2, 3 goblins and a hobgoblin. No, 4 goblins. 4 goblins and a hobgoblin. So that's okay. So all in all, 7 goblins. Okay, that's quite a bit. Killed a hobgoblin. I don't have the hobgoblin in my document, so I'll have to Google that. That is okay. And then you killed some more stuff. You killed 2 kobolds. And then a different type of thing, which had quite a bit. And don't worry, this time I will remember to divide. Because if I didn't, then if I had made that mistake twice, you guys would have leveled up. You guys killed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we did. There were lots of things to kill.
I yelled at a lot of stuff. It was very exciting.
All right. Let me just think back if I want to give any more XP for anything else. Yeah, hold on. Actually, nah. Alright, so you guys killed 7 goblins, which is 350 XP, 1 goblin boss 200, 1 hobgoblin 100, 2 kobolds 50, a fish shaman 200. You freed the people, which I'm going to give you an extra 10 for, and then naming him Bertram, I will give an extra 1, so let me divide that.
We named our bugbear.
Plus 200. Plus 100. Plus 50. Plus another 200. Can I just say something right now? Thank the universe for calculators.
Yeah, calculators are good.
Yeah.
Alright. That is 911 XP divided by 4 of you? There's 4 of you, right?
Yeah, because
Yep.
Damon's not here, but yeah. But he was
Alright,
fighting.
everybody gets 227 experience.
Okay.
Cool.
227.
Yep.
We are almost to level 3. You need another 43 experience.
I need 527.
Oh, you started right at the
Yeah, I started
Level
right at
3
level 2.
is...
900.
Yep.
Wait, I have 558. Did I miss a thing?
So you don't start from 0 when you level up. We got like 300
right.
last time. And 200, yeah. So I added what we got last time to the base level for level 2. And then, yeah.
Okay. So what's your
That's
total
why
now? So I will just
857 is what I have for my
Okay.
total.
Okay. I have 858 because I think I got like 1 extra for something before.
For
Yes,
the
you did.
conversation with Redonkulus, yes.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, man, that was a good game.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That was
Welcome
fun.
to the shenanigans.
Thank you guys.
You will get to experience Everine and Florissa many more times. They are experiences.
They are indeed an experience. Ebb and flow are fun.
Actually, I see it now. Ebb and flow. That's play on words. I like that. That's funny.
It's taken people like weeks to figure it out before.
I just got that!
I mean, at least it's not like Aiden, where we didn't know.
Oh yeah, it's
that
true.
It was anagram for Dean Winchester because he never told us the last name.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Oh wow.
It was good
A
times.
warlock in a game we play, who is like a
You're a wild
treasure
mount
hunter
warlock,
type
yeah.
character, is named Aiden,
Westnicked.
and yeah, and so his name is literally an anagram for Dean Winchester from Supernatural, But none of us got it because we didn't actually ever see his last name, so all we knew was Aiden, and like that's non-obvious.
We just knew that he and his brother were were like treasure hunters, archaeologist type stuff.
I think we finally figured out when he told us his brother's name.
Yeah, that's when we figured it the fuck out.
We're like, wait
Aiden
a minute.
and Sarum.
I just got that ebb and flow thing. This is blowing my mind.